All right, what about it, YouTube? So, after doing some thought and following up on some of this other stuff I've been talking about in the last little bit, and I'll even give some credit to Shafe and G-Man and some others, what do you do when the noticing is the okey doke? I'm about 99% sure that the noticing is the okey doke because how have they been allowing it? And, why have they been allowing these breakaways like Candace Owens? Why have they been allowing this thing to sort of happen without, uh, flags and suspensions and the rest of it? While, you know, and so the noticing, I'm not saying there's anything bad about people noticing and it spreading the information that it's from what I've seen, it's on par with what I've heard for the longest. So things like the USS Liberty or pick your poison, but no pun intended. But um, I'm not talking about wills here, not right now. We're just talking about the USS Liberty. Um, you would think if the noticing was having any kind of like real impact, any kind of political impact, like it's just sort of this peaceful thing. It's like the Q movement without the trust the plan part, without the white knights are secretly gonna save the day thing. It's just oh we're just you know quietly noticing. We're just noticing. Nothing to be afraid of here. Meanwhile, in the background, they're trying to pass these laws that make talking about this stuff, completely like you're the enemy of the state, right? As they inch towards enforcing Noahide, as they're not going to skip out on Education Day this year. Habad will be in the White House. Um, so, and Congress is still going to, all of them will just clap like seals and on their tiptoes whenever who comes to town. Benny, BB, Um, I mean, it's sick. It's sick. That if BB ran for president, every law he tried to pass the Congress would just be like, yep, yep, all of them. You'd see like zero non-votes or one non-voter. You know what I mean? It'd just be overwhelming, right? Because he's the only unifier. So that tells you right there we got a big problem. And they're not trying to confront any of this. Like you'd think there'd be like these congressional hearings where they want some serious answers and they're gonna have some consequences for Israel, um, not always being our greatest ally, and maybe start cracking into other examples of not always being our greatest ally. And so if the Congress was noticing, then I'd say, okay, cool. But, and then more and more they're talking about this character maybe arising, Hitler point two, that's rumbling around. And I was already talking about how that was the okey doke, right? And I don't even think they need him, though, to burn this down. Like, how did they burn the Q movement down, right? Just all of a sudden you were AIDS. All of a sudden you were a danger. All right. And then it could be them getting involved in the noticing thing and who knows, start doing something stupid and spray painting noticing or something. I don't know. It could so easily in 5 seconds just be made to look like AIDS. And now you're AIDS and the philosophy's AIDS and thinking about it's AIDS and noticing it's AIDS and just don't even look there, it's AIDS. So again, Shafe and G-Man, what do you do? And I just it it I can't seem to bring myself to just be content with slow walking into this. But we're being slow walked into something just terrible. um and we've already lost so much of our connection and the news feed happens so fast that there's never any time to absorb it. So it's just this outrage porn that's trying to tap into your emotions and keep you stumbling around and off guard all the time, um, with just reactive, emotive opinions bouncing around your coconut all day from doom scrolling. So there's never time for pause or reflection. There's never time to absorb anything, to heal from anything. There's never any kind of resolution or healing or closure to anything. Just all this crap happens, whether it's the fires or hurricanes or anything that happens. I mean, it's just a bombardment, shootings or whatever. It's just a bombardment, or look what the black people are doing or whatever. See, that's what I noticed about Colin Flaherty back in the day, and that's what I noticed about the GDL back in the day. Is I noticed that by just dumping out outrage porn, like Colin Flaherty was the whole black thing. Like, oh, let's just watch um, videos of guys doing the knockout game and dropping white people all day. And then you'd have in the comments like, oh, you can imagine in the comments they'd been watching outrage porn, they're outraged and they're popping off about how they feel about, you know, black people now. You know what I mean? And I could just see that this doesn't go anywhere to heal. This doesn't go anywhere to solve problems. It goes to a civil, like a, you know what I mean, a race war. And so I called him out that he was just a race war pimp. Because there's missing elements to this. Yes, it can be true, but then who's that guy, Martin? Something Martin, a black guy? At the very same time, he's doing the same thing, creating outrage porn for black people, showing white people doing whatever it was in his version of it. Both of them are the same thing. Again, it's like just chaos, and the just chaos agents that are given platforms, and you, again, not having any even ability to conceptualize and to weigh out and to discern and to absorb the information and to critically think through it before you just go to that impulse of, oh, I've got an opinion now about that. Or oh, that guy sounds based, or that guy's cool because he runs a Q channel, so I'm going to follow him. Or you, you're not allowing yourself to consider all the options here and what the OkeyDoke could be. So anyway, sucks being slow walked into this, and I don't want to be a doomer. I'd much rather be able to come on here with some kind of solution or some kind of positivity. But let me know in the comments if anybody's got any ideas. All right, and God bless.